Hi Leo, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for June 2021. We're going to get into your current energy, your recent past, the near future, and then we're going to get into what Spirit wants you to either focus on or just bring up for you to recognize. Whatever it is, we'll get the messages. You know, if you've been with me before, I read everything I can possibly from each reading. All of us do. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. This is a general reading, so it may not resonate for all Leos. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you'll stick with us. Okay, Leo, so once I do this spread, we're going to lay this one out. I'll clear the cards after I clarify, and then we'll get into whoever's on your mind, the person that you're thinking about, their energy, and then your energy. We'll get an outcome, and then we'll get the romance angels and the oracle cards. Okay, Leo, so let's get started. We've got the the Four of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. That's in your recent past. Then we have Death in reverse, Five of Pentacles in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, Emperor in reverse, Seven of Cups, Ace of Swords, and then Eight of Wands, Ten of Swords, Queen of Pentacles in the row with Spirit. So let's get into it. Okay, so you may be dealing with a Pisces. The moon in reverse tells me that things have come to light. So where there may have been secrets or where there were issues involving emotions, because the moon is about emotions, something came to the forefront. Do I know exactly what it is? Absolutely not yet. We'll get into the reading. But whatever it is, I think things have been exposed. It feels a little bit uncomfortable. I think it's kind of put you in your head, and I'll tell you why in a minute. It could be also that maybe there's a part of you that doesn't want to see what has come to light. Listen, we all do that. Are you 100% sure that things are true? Do you need to go and ask questions and make sure or find validity in the things that maybe people had been telling you? If so, you may not have all the answers that you need just yet, but I do feel like something's coming up. It's like things are being revealed, and I think you're going to need time to validate those things to see if they're actually true. So let's get into the recent past. Being in your head, quite a lot of overthinking, overanalyzing. What could that be about? If it's about a relationship, it very possibly could be. It could be that, in this case, I feel like you could have already walked away from a relationship and now you're looking to move into something new, and this is somebody who has recently come into your life. They may be younger. They could just be immature in energy. And when I say that, I don't always mean that in a negative way. It could just be that they're a young soul. And I don't say that every time. Whatever comes to me, I'm going to tell you. And in this case, I feel like this is just a very youthful soul, but a stable soul. So the Pentacles to me are all about being grounded. You could be dealing with a Virgo. I'm feeling the other earth signs, maybe Capricorn or Taurus, but I feel Virgo really strongly. The Seven of Wands in reverse tells me that there's a part of you that feels relaxed with this person. There's something about their energy that doesn't put you on the defense. It's as if you can speak your mind or be who you are and not have to feel like you have to hold back. If the Seven of Wands was in the upright, I'd say you feel like you have to defend yourself. In this case, I just don't feel like you do. This energy is much lighter. Let's put it this way. This person is a lot less damaged than maybe people you've dealt with in the past. So it's going to bring a lighter energy into your life. If you're in a current relationship with somebody and maybe they have a younger type of energy, I think that's more flowing for you. It's like you don't constantly have to defend who you are. You can just be who you are. It feels really good, but don't overthink it. Okay, so in the current energy, we've got the Death card in reverse. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, Five of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Knight of Wands. So this, to me, this is a part of you that still is carrying a little bit of energy from something either in the past or something that's already ended. It's dead. I hate to put it so abruptly, but This says to me you've already walked away from it. Maybe you lost passion in the relationship and decided that you needed to stop trying to put all this energy into something that wasn't going anywhere. It could be that you feel like somebody abandoned you and left you in the cold. But we're going to clarify this and get a little more information and see what this is all about. So we've got the Emperor in reverse, then the Seven of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. This is in the near future. This is putting behind you any kind of energy that feels controlling. If you were dealing with a Scorpio, any of the signs, it doesn't matter. If that person had a controlling nature, it could have been difficult for you to deal with. It's not fun dealing with people who want to control every aspect of our lives. It could just be that you had a boss that was really controlling and you decided to cut that off, and now you're looking for something new moving forward where you can be who you really want to be without feeling like you constantly have to be defensive. In this case, with the Seven of Cups, I don't think there's any delusion. I think this is having a lot of different opportunities. The Seven of Cups is a watery energy, so there could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio that shows up in your world as well. I think this is too you opening up maybe a little bit more emotionally now if something had ended and you felt a little shut off, because the Ace of Swords tells me that something really significant is moving towards you. I always say this if you've been with me before. This crown to me is all about moving into a relationship that's going to be the king and queen type status, finding your divine partner, finding the one that is your equal on every level, someone who doesn't make you feel less than if partners in the past have, or someone that you don't kind of feel like, this person's not really up to where I need them to be in order to be in a balanced relationship. This is a great new beginning, so hopefully you're looking forward to it. It's coming. It could be in June. It could be moving a little bit more into July. So it's going to be different for all of you. I can't possibly pick up on everybody's energy and where they are exactly in their life. In this case, I just say there is a new beginning coming. So know that you're going to have options. And if it is the one person, it could be that person. But just keep your options open is what they want me to say. Okay, so this is from Spirit. So 8 of Wands, not moving too quickly. There could be a lack of communication between you and someone as well. If you are still connected to your past, this is like cut off. You've either cut them off, they've cut you off. I think it's Spirit saying that it needed to be done. And they're recognizing that this is because you feel obviously very betrayed and hurt. But what's done is done. It's dead. I've said that twice in this reading, and I haven't said that. I don't say that often. So if you've been with me, you know that isn't a term I typically say. But this is like they almost want to push me to say it's done. So cutting off communication is the best thing that you can do. If you are hurt by somebody, I would never tell anybody to wait around for someone. So if the message is confusing to you, I feel an energy of somebody who made a comment before that my video sounded stupid. If you're back watching another video, if something hurt you and there is no communication or somebody's cut you off, it's time to walk away. That I would never say to anyone, wait around for anyone. And typically you're Leos. I mean, I don't see you guys waiting around for anyone. You guys are so beautiful and so vibrant and love to socialize. So go out there, be social, and find somebody new who appreciates everything that you are, your strength, your confidence, all those amazing qualities that you guys have. Don't let somebody, put you in this position. It's hard. Don't get me wrong. I empathize. I'm Cancer, if any of you know that. I'm all about emotions and feeling them, but take your time to get past it if you need to, and then move on, because what's done is done. I said that to you, I think, in one of your last videos. So the Queen of Pentacles, this did a number on you, no doubt about it. Spirit recognizes that. The Queen of Pentacles could feel a little unstable. If you're feeling that instability right now, we're going to clarify the cards and see where things are going. Things always get better. The worst can be right now, and you could be coming out of that in June, which is great because Spirit's just recognizing that maybe this is the energy that had happened and wanting to push you forward so that you can get out of this and not feel unstable. We can feel as stable as we choose to in the moment, right? Because this is all we've got. We can't change yesterday. We certainly can't control what's going to happen tomorrow. All we can do is be right here, right now. So if everything is really okay right in this moment, then be okay with everything that is happening right in this moment. You guys are so strong. You can get through anything that happens in your life. Okay, let's move on to the clarification for the Four of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. This is that innocent type of, I'd say it's probably a younger soul that's moving towards you. Maybe they've got you in your head right now and you're wondering, okay, so Three of Cups is a great indication that there is celebration around the situation. I'd say give it a little bit of time. Something still may be weighing on you. That's why I think you're kind of in your head about it, but it doesn't seem like there's any kind of third party situation. The Nine of Swords, feeling, wow, okay. This person's been hurt in the past and so have you, and I think you're still carrying a little bit of that with you. So this is a lot of mental energy, maybe losing sleep over where things have happened in the past, and that could be something that's being projected onto a new person. So be careful of that, because we don't want to project what's happened in the past and assume that everybody's the same. In this case, if you're still getting over something, it's just needing that time to get through it. But there's lots of joy and happiness around you. I think there's something about this new energy that feels, again, kind of like a clear soul. But there's something that still feels burdensome. So if you're still carrying that weight, again, of your old relationship, it could be, or what people have done in the past, it could just be that that energy is still kind of lingering and maybe disrupting whatever it is that you're feeling with this new energy that's coming towards you. Do I think this person's bad? I don't. I just think you're in your head. So go out and have some fun. I said this to you in the last reading. It can be hard when you're really heartbroken, but it really does mean that there's going to be celebration and a need for spending time with friends and family. And you're probably doing that. That helps kind of relieve some of that burden that you may be feeling. All right, so Death in Reverse and the Five of Pentacles, definitely having walked away from something or feeling as though somebody did this to you. But it feels like the transformation has happened. So I feel like you're letting it happen. If it's, well, in reverse, there could be some of you that it's happened to already. You've been through it, or you're just now going through it after this has ended. Again, we've got the Nine of Swords. So there's a lot of mental anguish. There's a lot of hurt and pain. To me, in the current energy, the Fool, because you don't want to make a mistake again. This feels like not wanting to repeat the past and wanting to take a leap of faith. But I feel like after the Nine of Swords with the Fool card and then the Star in reverse, it's telling me that there's just still some healing that needs to be done. If this is all new and fresh for you, or even if it's things from the past that are still burdening you that you need to heal from, I've said this to every sign. You need to heal that first before moving into something new, because healing is so important. We don't want to carry any of our old stuff into new relationships. And with the Nine of Wands being back here, I feel like that might be what you're doing. Or maybe you feel like that person's bringing something into you. But I really want to focus on your energy. This is still being sleepless nights, like what had already come out. It's not being able to focus on things, maybe feeling a little mental anguish, if you will. But the Fool is all about taking a leap of faith. Trying to move forward from those things, doing whatever it takes in order to put this energy behind you. I'm not being unempathetic if you've been through something really tough, even if it's been a month, a year, 6 years, and it's still with you. We all take our own time to get through things. Healing is not a one size fits all. So whatever time it takes for you to heal, you heal. No, nobody's judging that path. Nobody's saying, get over it. I would never say that to somebody. Let it happen. If you're just now going through your dark night of the soul, after this energy happens, the Fool is coming out saying you're going to be not only much more jovial is the word they want to use, but you're going to feel much more excited about life. You can't maybe see that right now, but that's going to be where you're pushed to take a leap of faith forward into something new, especially after the healing happens. All right, so with the Emperor in reverse, putting behind you people that are controlling, dominant, difficult, just overpowering. With the Seven of Cups, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So maybe this is somebody who's holding back speaking. Maybe you feel like you're cut off from being able to speak. But the Queen of Cups is telling me that there's a lot of need to put energy back into you, to love on you, to focus on what's going to be emotionally fulfilling. You could just be really super guarded emotionally. And maybe that's why this new situation might feel like something from the past. But I feel like that's more your energy of feeling like you want to hold back because you don't want to be hurt again. So nurturing yourself is super important during healing. You know that if you've been watching tarot for a while, or you're just going through, let's say again, your dark night of the soul. This could take time because nurturing yourself and putting energy into you when maybe you've put forth a lot into your relationships. I know a lot of Leos, and they put tons of energy into the people that matter to them, their family, their friends, their loved ones. Anyone who matters to them gets all of their love and attention. And in this case, it feels like you need to put that back into yourself in order to heal whatever's happened to you that needs to be healed and released. So we have the Knight of Swords in reverse, and then the Ace of Pentacles, feeling like you can't move forward. There might be something that you need to speak about, or you feel like you're blocked right now. There could be an inability to speak your truth and feeling kind of held back from being able to push forward. But I think you will. So let's get into what Spirit has to say. That's a very clear message. It's in between, or clarifying the Seven of Cups and the Ace of Swords. But remember, we had the Knight of Swords in reverse, where you may feel held back or not able to speak your truth, feeling like something can't get off the ground just yet, but it's going to, because then you have the Ace of Swords. Once your passion comes back to the surface, you're going to find that person that is your equal, that is your queen to your king or king to your queen. Okay. So we're going to clarify the Eight of Wands, lack of communication in one area, needing to have that cut off in order to get over this disappointment, these betrayals and things, and find your balance again. So the World card, it's closing out this cycle, and the Two of Pentacles, and then the Four of Swords in reverse. Coming out of a place of overthinking and closing out this cycle, starting to weigh out, I think, your options. In this card, if somebody was juggling you, I don't think that's the case. I think this is you juggling between old energies that are with you and new energies that are trying to come towards you. It's like, is this gonna look like what I want it to? Is that rainbow there? Is this the right situation for me? Can I see my ships coming in? With your back towards it and focusing on trying to balance things out, you may not recognize what's coming towards you just yet. But as you close this cycle out, that's what Spirit really wants you to focus on. Not juggling too many different things. Focus on closing out that cycle, those relationships that caused you a lot of hurt and pain and were extremely disappointing and caused some kind of either instability in your life. Whatever it is, Spirit wants you to focus on that healing. I can't emphasize that enough. Okay, so we're going to clear these cards. Go ahead and think about whoever is on your mind. And we'll try to tap into their energy, your energy, and then we'll get the outcome for that. Okay. Whoops. Well, one card just got knocked off, and I'm going to look at it because it came out. Sorry, guys, you're going to see my head. It was the Moon card, so there may be some secrets. Maybe there's some things that just have not been exposed to you yet that you're waiting on. I think they're going to come to light. All right. We're going to change decks and get into your person's energy. So this is for Leo's person. This is for Leo's person. How do they feel? So we've got the Queen of Cups in reverse. Whoever this is definitely holding back. This could have been somebody who decided they wanted to walk away. Okay. We'll see. Let's see. Your energy is very strong. Again, the Ace of Swords. The Fool in reverse being a little nervous about moving forward, but really wanting to put your energy into something. So the Eight of Swords, you're not stuck anymore. I don't think either one of you are stuck anymore. This is a good indication that whatever was making you feel that way, this is going to bring you out of it. Maybe it's getting past this relationship or whoever this is. I'm not sure. Could be that you're not stuck because you like this person. But let's see what's happening with them. With the Queen of Cups in reverse, this feels like someone who is definitely holding back emotionally. I feel like they've walked away from situations that were not emotionally fulfilling to them. With the Eight of Cups in reverse, they may express that to you. I don't necessarily feel like they're walking away from you. It could be. There could be two different dynamics here. So if this is somebody who's walked away in the past or you walked away from them, could be vice versa, they're emotionally unavailable. So be glad. If I know it hurts, and I hate to say it in such a direct way, but if they've walked away and they showed you this type of person, in other words, they showed you that they were emotionally unavailable, that's not something anybody wants in a relationship. It feels like they tried to put things in the past that were in the past. In other words, they didn't want to carry a lot of things forward. They don't want to bring a lot of baggage. They may have in the past brought a lot of baggage into their relationships, and maybe they want to move forward and not do that. They want to try to balance things out. So I'd say the person that walked away is the person that needed to. I think if this is somebody new, this person's going to explain that they've dealt with people who are emotionally unavailable, that they've walked away from. They don't want to bring any baggage into the relationship. They want something that is balanced and equal and fair. Okay. So your energy is the Ace of Swords. You're very passionate about wanting to start something new. You want your partner, you want your equal. But right now, I think you're a little hesitant. This feels like not wanting to take that leap just yet. I think you're willing to put the work in and watch something grow, but maybe you're holding back just a tad. With the Queen of Wands in reverse, this is holding back passion. So I'm going to say this could be for very few of you. You could be wanting to hold back showing all your cards in the beginning with someone. Maybe you don't want to show how passionate you are right off the bat. You're willing to expose that down the line, but maybe you don't want to do it right now. I think there's definitely a need to hold back physically with any new person. That could be something that you need to do in order to build a relationship. They're being very specific about holding back with physical intimacy. Don't know why. I don't think I've ever gotten that in a reading before, but that's going to be important if you want to move forward into a relationship that's going to build on other things other than that. All right, so let's get the outcome. So what's the outcome for Leo and their person? What's the outcome for Leo and their person? This is great. So not wanting to argue, laying down the burdens. Okay. I'm going to get another one. Perfect. All right, so this is recognizing that you have been through a lot with people who were deceitful, dishonest, running away from situations that just no longer serve you. That's what I feel like this is about. So it can be a lot of different energies. In this case, I think you're going to walk away from anything that isn't true in nature. If you sense or smell that somebody's deceitful in any way, shape, or form, I think you're going to walk away quicker than you may have in the past. Probably because you've learned a lot of lessons around these things, become very spiritual or on that journey and recognizing now the red flags when they come up. So in this case, you're not going to want to argue. You don't want to carry the burden of any kind of relationship like that isn't going to make you happy. So I think you need to make a decision. This does not feel like something that's going to be difficult. I think you're going to question whether it's going to make you happy. So I still feel like you or both of you are holding back a little bit, whether it be holding back emotionally or whatever it is. The Four of Pentacles to me is definitely holding things close to your chest. and being cautious. And then there you go. You come out. So the sun is everything. This is all about your happiness. And because it's coming out in your reading, if it were another sign, I'd say it's about their happiness and finding everything they want. But in this case, it's about you finding your happiness. What's going to make you feel like this card? Happy, fulfilled, secure, stable. All those things that you want, you're going to have to focus more on yourself and make sure that you don't allow those types of energies back into your realm again, because your happiness is what's important. So put that energy back into yourself. With the Sun card, the Queen of Cups, put it into you and have caution, not necessarily putting up walls. I say there's a difference between putting up boundaries and putting up walls. We don't want to be so damaged from the past that we end up just putting up barriers, because then nobody can get in. And you don't want to do that. You want to heal from the things that have hurt you in your life and move forward, because you have such beautiful things coming. The sun is all about being really super happy with where things are going. So I want you to be open to that, knowing that it's coming towards you. All right, so I'm going to get the Romance Angel cards. Let's see what they have to say for this. Yeah, it's going to be important. They just slid the Seven of Swords across to show me the High Priestess in reverse. It's going to be really important that you pay attention to your intuition. If you haven't in the past, that's why these types of people have been able to slide by you, but they're not going to anymore. This is such beautiful energy, because once you start to trust your intuition, your Ten of Pentacles comes in. And then you have the Hierophant, and that's your higher level of commitment. Somebody who's going to be stable. They're going to respect your spirituality. They're going to want that kind of spiritual connection with you, and it's going to be long-lasting. They're not going to be difficult and argumentative. They're going to be able to, they're going to wait. They'll wait for you. This is such beautiful energy, and then they're going to put the work in. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. That's really beautiful energy. So, let's move on again to the Romance Angels. Sorry, a little delay there, because when they want something, I do it. So if I need to pull the cards that way, I'm going to pull them to give you every single message I possibly can. All right. So, retreat. We have make the effort, romantic feelings, express your love, and then on the bottom of the deck, we have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. I do feel like this is coming. I think that there's somebody new that could lead to a possible marriage. So with retreat, it's time to disconnect from the world. Maybe this is just leaving everything on the outside and focusing on what's right in front of you, especially if you're in a new relationship or wanting to move towards something new. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. That's beautiful. And then express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. I think this speaks for itself. Incredible. I love that. All right, so I'm going to get a romance angel. Wait, not romance angel. This is the Lover's Oracle. I apologize. So this is for Leo, the Lover's Oracle. All right, so this was the card they wanted to bring out. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. I love that card for you guys. That's so beautiful. All right. Now we've got the Wisdom of the Oracle cards to close this reading out. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me. If you're still here, I so appreciate you all. Please do like and comment and subscribe if you're new. All of your support helps so much. I want to be able to continue doing these readings for you guys. A change in the wind, no place like home, here and now, Treasure Island, chop wood. I always say this with this card, it reduces to a 6. So this is about balance. It's about finding a way to equally divide responsibility in a relationship. That may not be anything like the meaning of it, but that's what I felt from that card. So this is a 12, a change in the wind, 3. Finding balance, it reduces to a 3 is what I meant, in mind, body, and soul. That's what's going to change things as you move forward. As you start to open up to the new and release the past, that's where you're going to start seeing these massive changes happening. And then we have no place like home. This is so many different things I get from this card. feeling really good about your home space. It could also be that you're needing to find a new place to live. You could be moving, buying, selling, whatever it is that you're doing. But when you find this particular place, it's going to be the perfect place for you. It's going to create, they just said serenity. So just know that that's coming. It could be in June that you finally find that house. All of a sudden it's like, ugh, relief. I've got the place that I want to spend my time. Here and now, that's also a 5 energy, and 5s are a lot about change. So things could really be changing for you in June. If all of this energy is being put behind you and you're moving forward in your life, these changes are going to be really great changes that are going to turn into the Sun card, the things that you really want. And then Treasure Island. This is so much about being happy, finding that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, knowing that everything that's coming towards you is going to be what's right for you. And whether it feels like that right now or not, it's a 9. It's like you're almost there. You're almost there. It's getting to the 10, completing something and moving forward and knowing that this is what's at the other end of it. Having learned your lessons and finding the happiness that you truly want. You truly, truly want and deserve. Okay, Leo, that was your reading. Thanks again so much, guys, for being here and all of your support, your likes, your comments, and subscribes. I'd love to have you here. If you'd like a personal reading, the information is in the description box below. I love you guys to pieces. Have a beautiful, beautiful month, and I'll see you in next week's reading. Take care.